following takes place between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Macon Atoll. Little more than sand, trees, and a small Japanese military base. Miller's reconnaissance team landed there almost a week ago. Since then, we've heard nothing. The waiting's over. We're going in. For all we know, they're already dead. If what little we know about the Japanese is true, it might be better if they are.
World at War doesn't really add much to the Call of Duty series. Treyarch have basically taken what Infinity Ward did with Call of Duty 4 and have built upon that, adding it back into World War 2 and just adding a few features, but for the most part it stays the same. So the single player is played from the USA and the Russian side, and you'll be going up against the Empire of Japan and the Nazis, obviously. They've added a couple new weapons here and there. The main addition is the flamethrower, which might seem a little bit overpowered. Cinematic moments that you come to expect from the Call of Duty series are back, and they're done just as good. But there's a lack of a story behind it, and because of this, it doesn't live up to what Call of Duty 4's story was. However, they do deliver the atmosphere very well in this game, and it is the main addition of gore and just seeing your comrades' limbs ripped off across the battlefield, and it's those type of effects that just make you think about all the lives lost during World War II. The sound of the game is brilliant as well. The overhead screams of the planes to the explosions, it's all done very well. Now the biggest addition to the single player is actually not the single player, it's the fact that you can do it in co-op. And you can have up to 3 other people playing with you in a competitive fashion or non-competitive fashion, online and offline. And it's just a good step for the Call of Duty series.
Help Ryan! Damn it! Hold your position!
So, because what Infinity Ward did with Call of Duty 4, everyone now seems to come to expect a really solid multiplayer from Call of Duty. And this one doesn't really disappoint. Actually, it doesn't really change much either. Basically, all Treyarch have done this time around is, again, stick it in World War II and deliver the same package. Now, it isn't a bad thing because the multiplayer was very strong and very addictive on Call of Duty 4. So they have added a couple things to make it a little bit better. Obviously there's World War II weapons, so it's a different feel. The addition of different perks, like being able to revive people, and obviously you've got different maps. They've also increased the highest rank to 65, and Prestige mode is back. They've also added a little thing where every time you do a Prestige, or every 2 times you do a Prestige, you'll unlock another space for a custom class. So there is a little bit to work towards for Prestige mode this time round. Now, the little things that have changed, like the 7 kill streak now will give you dogs, are basically just so it fits in with World War II. And it doesn't really change much to the gameplay, and some people might say that it actually makes the gameplay a little bit worse because it seems to be that the dogs are a bit too aggressive. The bigger maps on this game also have tanks, and there are also vehicle perks to accompany these tanks. And they work well for the most part. Sometimes they can seem a little bit overpowered, but again, it's nothing that if it wasn't there you would miss. So it's not like Treyarch have wrecked it, but they certainly haven't added too much to make it a lot different. So one thing which Treyarch have kind of put in is this Nazi zombie mode. This is the cooperative mode that you unlock once you've completed the single player on any difficulty. And basically you are held up in this house and zombies will attack you. More precisely, Nazi zombies. There isn't really much to this game mode except from kill. There's a little system in place where you'll keep gaining points, and you can spend these points on better weapons or opening different parts of the house to basically give you better weapons. But opening different parts of the house will also give the zombies more ways to get in. This game mode's good, but it doesn't seem as flushed out as it should have been. Maybe it's just because there's only one map to play it on, but this is definitely not what Call of Duty World at War is about. It seems a little tacked on thing that Treyarch has done, and it's not a bad thing, but it could have been done better with more time. It's definitely something to be played in co-op, because playing it on your own is just too damn difficult. You'll probably only get up to about stage 5 or 6 before the zombies will really start overwhelming you on your own. It is a lot of fun in co-op, but on your own it might get a little bit too frustrating.
Juno, I'm done here.
So overall, Call of Duty World at War doesn't really change much to the series, and it's not a bad thing because the series wasn't broken. But if you played too much of Call of Duty 4, then there might not be enough new content in this one to keep you going for another year or so. It hasn't redefined the series, they haven't made a lot of changes, and the thought of bringing it back to World War II might not bode well with some people. But overall, this review is really difficult, because if I say anything negative about the actual game, it's really saying negative things about Call of Duty 4. And Call of Duty 4 was a great game, but this game is basically Call of Duty 4, but in World War II. So, it's difficult to judge. All I have to really say is if you play Call of Duty 4 to death, you might want to stay away from this one. But Call of Duty World at War is a good game if you didn't play Call of Duty 4 a lot. So don't be expecting anything you haven't seen before.
Let's make this search and destroy. Nobody want anything here.
I said you're finished! Get out!
We gotta pick ourselves up and get back in the fight.
Don't even think about leaving that phone booth.
Destroy. The Medi. We took a beating, but it ain't over yet.
Oh, hello. There you are. I thought I was talking to myself again.
Shut up!
Enemy artillery. A lot of good men died today.
I said you're finished! Get out!
Mr. President, it's been an honor.